Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're taking a bit of a different approach. We're looking at song lyrics,
That's right.
specifically the song I'll Never Quit by Donnie Doom, performed by Donna Doom and the Cherry Bomb.
Quite a name, quite a title.
It is, and our mission here is really to unpack what's going on in these lyrics. You know, the core message, the emotion, and maybe some surprising insights.
It's amazing how much resilience and determination you can find distilled in a song, isn't it?
Totally.
And that title, I'll Never Quit, it hits you straight away. It makes you wonder, is this just personal defiance? Or maybe something more, like a protest anthem?
Yeah, that's a good question. The name definitely signals something strong.
But the lyrics really dig into what that strength means.
Okay, so let's dive in. The opening lines, they kind of grab you, asking, can you hear me? Do you feel my rage? Would the crowd cry out if I stepped off the stage? What's your take on that opening? Is it vulnerability? A challenge?
I think it's a mix, really. It feels very direct, like the performer is right there checking in with the audience. Are you really listening?
Right.
There's definitely vulnerability, asking if they matter. But yeah, maybe a challenge too, demanding that connection.
And it continues, that sort of self-questioning in the next verse.
Yeah.
Or is this just noise? Do you want more fire? Or are we out of sync? Just chains that conspire.
See, that's where it gets interesting, chains that conspire.
Yeah, what do you think that's about? It's not just standard doubt, is it?
No, I don't think so. It feels like it's moving beyond just, am I good enough? It points to something external.
Like societal pressures.
Could be. Or maybe industry stuff, things holding the artist back, those invisible chains. We've all felt that sometimes, right? That feeling of being out of sync with something bigger.
Definitely. But then, boom, the chorus. I'll scream it loud, watch me roar, so they know I'm made of grit. Am I enough to break the mold? You know I'll never quit.
And that's the core declaration. It's powerful.
It really is. But it's interesting, that line, am I enough to break the mold? Tucked right in there with, I'll never quit.
Exactly. It shows that grit, being made of grit, isn't about never having doubts. It's about persistence despite the doubts. It's that passion to keep going for the long haul, even when you ask yourself those hard questions, committing even with uncertainty.
That makes sense. Then verse 3 shifts gears again. I want to shout and make you see the power of my own decree. Your privilege can't hold me back. I'll tear through every crack.
And there it is, explicitly calling out external barriers. Privilege.
Yeah, that's a direct confrontation. It really moves from an internal struggle to pushing against something systemic.
Precisely. It shows how personal resilience often bumps right up against these bigger structures. It's not just my struggle anymore. It's about challenging the system that creates the struggle.
So the song becomes less personal, more of a statement.
A statement, yeah. Trying to tear down the wall, not just climb over your own bit of it.
Yeah, which leads perfectly into the bridge. Let's break the chains. Let's rise above. We're loud and fierce, just like we love. Together, we can turn the tide. This anthem's ours. Let it slide.
It becomes collective.
It totally shifts. It's not I anymore. It's we. This anthem's ours.
Yeah, that journey is key. From the artist asking, can you hear me, to declaring, I'll never quit, and finally rallying with, let's break the chains.
Self-reflection, then individual resolve, then collective action.
Exactly. And that chorus, I'll never quit, just keeps anchoring it all. It's the constant thread of determination through every stage.
So when you pull it all together, I'll never quit is, well, it's a lot more than meets the eye. It explores resilience, challenging the status quo, the power of working together.
It really does. And it leaves you, the listener, with something to think about.
Right.
What are the chains in your own life? They could be internal doubts or external barriers, things holding you back. And think about what your anthem could be. Maybe it's this song. Maybe it's an internal voice. Maybe a shared goal with others. How can that fuel your own grit?
How can you tap into that never-quitting spirit for something important to you?
That's the question to ponder.